that's what you're speaking of.
Yes, that is. That's it. It's
Okay.
it's on my computer, so
Let me
let
see
me
it.
pull it up on my computer.
So that's the state's copy, just let me see it.
But that's the state's copy, it's not what I was looking at.
But that's the text that you're referencing.
I don't know that that's the text. Your
I
Honor.
thought you said it just was.
The text, context-wise, it doesn't mean that the sender and the recipient that I was looking at was, because I verified that before I went into it. So if I can pull it up on my computer, because that's, I just remembered I was looking at it from my computer.
Well, it says a phone number ending in 0608. How do you pronounce it?
Nigia.
Nigia. My body is starting to feel like it's shutting down.
Yeah, it's not shaking, you said shaking.
You said it was from Miss Benning. That's what I'm trying to determine.
I'm trying to pull it up for you
Okay.
so that I can get it to you. It has the sender's number, and then it has a message next to, the message is the next one under. Look at the bottom of the page.
Okay, I'm just trying to, I don't know, show that to the state.
If you look at the bottom of that page, the sender number is 501. The recipient is Nigia. The very next message is that message that we quoted.
Her copy is the metadata.
Yeah, no, I can read all of this. On page 1969, the record 4388, it says the sender name is Nigia, 501, 541, and this following page, 1970, is the message.
If you also see the
The
sender.
sender goes with this message.
Can I finish? So I can tell you?
Let me ask you a question.
The
Ms.
sender
Hollins.
says 501-541-5008.
Is there a police officer here that can tell us who's the sender and who's the receiver on that?
I absolutely can get someone here.
Okay, why don't you do that?
Yes.
So you're, Ms. Hollins, you're still thinking that this message is from
What I'm sharing is when I looked at the sender's number, it said 501, and then when it said recipient, it did not say Jade Benning. So when I saw sender 501,
Okay,
which is,
well, let me ask you, are you acknowledging you're now mistaken?
I don't know that. I can say that she's right because it does say sender's name, Nigia, but the number was 501-541-0608.
What do you need to figure out whether you were mistaken?
Let me just speak with my staff who sent it to me.
Okay.
So what she shared with me that it was in fact from Nigia, however, we have several other messages where she does in fact do the same drug, so we can come back.
You're jumping way ahead of me.
Well,
The
if I-
question you asked the doctor, is that wrong?
Let me say this.
That's just a yes or no.
Well, no, it's not, Your Honor. If I can, for the record, please allow me to say what I need to say.
Sure,
to
for the record, go ahead.
Thank you. We were mistaken in regards to that
Does
particular.
the jury
message.
need to know that?
They can, but if they know that, then I need to be able to go into other messages that suggest the same drugs. Because I can go a day later, because one of the questions I asked
I'm
was,
just
did
saying, the
you?
doctor's gone. I'm just saying the message you try to convey to the jury is, you want to listen to me or co-counsel?
I'm listening to you. If I can.
What did I just say?
You said, do I need to let the jury know?
No, I said the doctor's gone.
I heard that part too. But if you would remember, what I said was, if she told you she did mushrooms, would that make a difference?
Right.
I have a
That's
text.
not what I'm dealing with. I'm dealing with the question that you used this text message from what you said was Miss Benning, and now that's not true.
You sustained their objection to this text
You went and
message.
asked the question a different way the second time,
And the
and
question.
they didn't object.
The question I asked was, if she told you she did mushrooms, would that make a
And
difference?
the final question we can replay it.
We can't, and I also
The final
asked,
question you asked was this same thing.
it was, but the drugs
And
are
she
still
said,
the
no,
same.
that, I didn't know that.
We can clear it up and I can talk about the same drugs in a
I'm not
different
dealing with
text.
the others and what are the witnesses. I'm dealing with, were you wrong on who generated this text?
I was, but that text did not come into evidence. The question was.
Your question included the text.
No, it did not. Not what was in front of the question this witness was able to answer did not deal
The
with the text.
question they objected to and it was sustained did not come in. Then your final question after the mushrooms and everything else was, if you knew that she was taking Adderall to the point of shutting down her body, would that been contrary to her history? She answered, yes. They didn't object. So the jury heard all
And they can bring the doctor back and say something different.
She's gone.
Well, she can come back. If she wants to impeach that, she can. But
And you said it didn't get out. Why was they impeaching?
because you're saying it did. And I'm not
It
gonna.
did.
Well, then she
I'm
can
gonna
do
bring
what
the
she
jury
needs to do.
down.
Your Honor, I don't
Tell
want to
them
argue with
that
the court.
questions are not evidence, which I've told them from the get-go.
That's right.
But that the question you asked, generated from a text from Miss Benning, was not from Miss Benning.
The question I asked had to do with the drugs Ms. Benning was doing. And there's a plethora of
You weren't
evidence.
asked about that, and I'm not getting into it.
Okay, well, that's what, if she goes and
If you
corrects
think
that.
you want to question now who you know is Miss Jackson, then we can have a jury out of it. Do you think it's relevant that this text comes in to impeach Miss Jackson about her reliability?
No, I don't.
Okay, then let the jury step in. Who's the next witness?
Keontae Jones, Your Honor.
Keontae Jones. All right, hold him up just, I didn't know if he was in here or not. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, let me give you this piece of information. One, and this deals with Dr. Malala's
Your Honor,
testimony.
I'm going to object to this on the record in regards to.
All right, let the attorney step up. bench conference, you, Ms. Hollins, are now saying that you didn't say it was okay for the court to instruct the jury that that question coming from Ms. Benning's, a text from Ms. Benning, was wrong.
What I thought the court was.
Did you say that or not?
Judge, I cannot
But you
respond
played back
and
the
you cut me
video.
off every time that I'm trying to protect. the
I
record.
said, I'm gonna bring the jury in and instruct them that questions aren't evidence, and that
That's
your
what you
question about, to the Dr. Malela, about Ms. Benning generating a text that she was starting to feel like her body was shutting down, did not come from Ms. Benning. You now agree to that, right?
What
You
I-
agree the text did come from Ms. Benning,
I do agree that the text would come.
but
from
you're
Ms.
now saying you didn't say that that was okay.
No, what I thought the court was saying was that you were going to instruct the jury that what the lawyers say is not evidence. I don't have a problem with that. But if you want to comment on exact evidence, the court can't comment on evidence. The proper way for the DAs to impeach me is to bring that witness back in and then ask that particular question in regards to this exhibit. That is the proper way. Then at that time, I have a right to come back and ask about those very same drugs so that the jury doesn't believe that I'm misleading them. The way that the court wants to do it, it makes the jury believe I'm misleading them
You did.
about the drugs.
Because
You're
you
right.
misunderstood the
You're
text.
right, but the court sustained the state's objection.
Not the third time.
The third time, if my
You're-
question is wrong, the proper thing for them to do is to bring that witness
But that
back.
message got to the jury. So how would I explain to the jury what question or what information we're talking about?
Your Honor, that's not for you to do, it's for the state to do.
How would I, you're saying it's okay for me to bring the jury in and instruct them that what the attorneys say is not evidence?
That's correct.
About what?
That's for the jury, for them to come back and decide. If the court comments on direct evidence, it is improper. And the court knows that.
There was no evidence of your question.
Then why are we talking to the jury if there's no evidence?
Because you brought it up and misunderstood what your staff gave you.
So that means that the state has a right to bring that witness back up. That is the way that that is handled. It's not for the court to then impeach me. That's not the way that
Is
that
the
goes.
doctor still around?
No, Your Honor, but she keeps talking about us impeaching her. She is
I don't
supposed to be
know.
ethical, follow the rules, and not
Please,
lie
let's
to the
not talk about
witnesses.
Okay, so
She wasn't unethical, she was wrong about who sent the text.
that
Maybe
happens.
that's the last time that'll happen.
You're right, Your Honor.
All right, let the jury step back.